So, Kamala Harris is on a cringe tour, and
It is time for us to do what we have been doing, and that time is every day. Every day it is time for us to agree.
she's going on a cringe tour once again. So, she's been saying in a lot of interviews that the Biden-Harris administration, they're just going to sit this one out. The Roe v. Wade fight, they're just not going to do anything. They don't care. They don't give a fuck. They don't give a fuck. All the solutions that have been floated by people like Elizabeth Warren even, they don't give a fuck. Can we talk about how monumentally depressing it is that the first female, woman, whatever, vice president is basically saying, yeah, Roe v. Wade overturned. Isn't that crazy? Isn't that crazy? Like, think about this world. The first woman ever elected to the executive branch during the overturning of Roe v. Wade, and she's like, wow, I honestly didn't expect to have to do my job, right? Like, it's insane. But anyway, this is a weird fucking clip here. So she, like, is being interviewed, and she's, like, making, like, cat noises. I noticed this morning. So, like, Dana Bash is asking her questions, and she's, like, making, like, weird cat noises. I don't know if this is, like... I don't know what this is, but let's just watch.
What do you say to Democratic voters who argue, wait a minute, we worked really hard to elect a Democratic president and vice president, Democratic-led House, a Democratic-led Senate.
Like, are you hearing this? Like, she's literally making cat noises. Like, it's like, I don't know what this is. Is this like, I don't know.
Democratic president and vice president, Democratic-led House, a Democratic-led Senate. Do it now.
But do what now? What now? I mean, listen, what we did, we extended the child tax credit for the first year.
I'm sorry, when I say do what, do it now.
What we did? Okay, so we're talking about Roe v. Wade here. And then she's like, last year we did the child tax credit. And what's going on with that? All right, it expired because your own party, aka Joe Manchin, just said, eh. And this is the thing, right? A lot of people, they don't know what the difference between Joe Manchin and the Democratic Party is, right? So when the Democratic Party is in charge and they're not doing anything and they're letting good things expire, unless you go out there and say, no, it's the Democratic Party -1 that wants to do this. Joe Manchin is a piece of garbage. He's honestly kind of a Republican, and he's not helping us out. Unless you go out there and separate yourself from Joe Manchin, you're basically all in the same boat. Joe Biden and Kamala Harris need to go out there and say, Joe Manchin fucked this country up. He's a fucking traitor. He's a wolf in sheep's clothing. He fucking lied to us over and over and over again. We tried. We need more Democrats because Joe Manchin is garbage. He's basically a Republican. If they went out there and did that, then they could actually brand themselves in the way that they want to. But as long as they're just, it's a big tent party, as long as they do that stupid fucking bullshit, no one's gonna care. And also, I don't know why, like this is just so horrible. I'm just gonna play this again.
Led House, a Democratic-led Senate. Do it now.
But do what now? What now? I mean, listen, what we did, we extended the child tax credit for the first year.
I'm sorry, when I say do what, do it now. Act legislatively to make abortion rights legal.
We feel the same way. Do it now. Congress needs to do it now in terms of permanently putting in place a clear indication that it is the law of the land that women have the ability and the right to make decisions about their reproductive care, and the government does not have the right to make those decisions for a woman.
Okay. But again, the executive branch can do things like opening abortion clinics on federal land. They can defend abortion healthcare people like doctors and nurses and so forth in court with the Department of Justice. They could do this, right? Hey, like, they can do all kinds of stuff. They could give anyone who needs an abortion $5,000 to travel out of state and to pay healthcare costs. They could do that. They don't care. Like, and, you know, again, they could advocate for these things, most importantly, right? But they're not. They're not. Like, they don't care at all. They don't care at all. They're doing nothing. They won't even say, oh, yes, Congress should do this. Okay. And are they? Like, okay, if Congress should do this and they're not doing it, that's a problem with the party, right? And again, let's say it passes the House and doesn't pass the Senate because of Joe Manchin. Are you going to call out Joe Manchin? I don't understand. Like, oh, it really is. This is just embarrassing. This shit's embarrassing. Like, who the fuck lets her in front of a television? That's my question. Who the fuck on her team is like, oh, should we have Kamala Harris do an interview today? Everyone should be like, no. They should be like behind, like, her, like, you know, like she's on the phone, like, you know, you ever see Veep or whatever, you know, she's on the phone, right? And then, like, she's like, oh, maybe I'll do this interview. Everyone in the office, right? All of her staffers should be like, no, we can't let this happen. No, right? Because she's garbage. Every time she goes in front of the camera, right, she ends up doing something like this.
Should we have done that sooner?
We are doing it.
But should we have done it sooner?
We are doing it.
What does that mean? This is what she does. She's horrible at interviews. She's horrible. She's garbage. And again, if you're going to say you're powerless, you just want to have Congress do something about it, be honest about the situation in Congress. You can't claim to have a Democratic majority and have Democratic control if Joe Manchin isn't going to control or going to give you control. If he's going to basically say no to everything, then you don't have control. It's just that simple. And again, what's with these fucking weird cat noises she's making?
A Democratic president
Yeah.
and vice president.
Yeah.
Democratic-led House.
Yeah.
What is this?
A Democratic president
Yeah.
and vice president.
Yeah.
Democratic-led House.
Yeah.
Why? Like, that's just strange. That's strange behavior. This is really fucking strange behavior from the Vice President of the United States of America. Bizarre fucking shit. Bizarre fucking shit that's going on. She's meowing in interviews. She's saying that, like, she can't do anything even though she's the vice president. What the fuck? This bitch is on drugs. It's just that simple.